Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and this is today's topic is about the stabilization or the climax community, the climax theory, actually concept of climax community. Okay, so before that I discuss about the succession process, and you just check out my previous video and then you follow this video, because without understanding the succession process you cannot understand about the concept of climax. Okay, so what is climax? Climax or the stabilized community, that is the stabilized community means the community that remains in equilibrium situation, and this sustained for longer period of time. Okay, this is called the stabilized community, and this stabilized community is formed by the replacement of different communities, or from the first to the now the stabilization stage. Okay, stabilization stage. So sorry. So after many changes or after many replacement of different communities, the stabilized community is formed. Okay, so the stabilized community, about the stabilized community, many theories are there, and many scientists, they research about this stabilized community, how this stabilized community form and what is this. So according to the first one, today we discuss about this climax theory. So first one is the monoclimax theory. Okay, monoclimax theory, and this is theory is developed by Frederick scientist Frederick. Okay, 1 second. Frederick. So here he said that only one climax determined by the climate, only one climax determined by the climate. That means one community, that is stabilized community, that remain or that is accustomed to with the environmental situation, and only this community remain. Okay, and all the communities that are the seral communities, they would ultimately converge to the single complex. Okay, that means only the uniform plant or animal communities remain. Uniform plant or animal communities remain. Okay, and other the communities that will known as subclimax, disclimax, preclimax, and postclimax. Okay, subclimax, this is preceding one. This is preceding one to the climax community. Okay, disclimax meaning the particular type of the vegetation. Okay, the preclimax mean the lower life forms, only lower life forms are there, and postclimax mean the higher life forms. And environment try to merge these all the climax communities, or we can say the seral communities to the main community. Okay, environment that try to convert these all communities to the main community, which one is the ultimate community, and this is that means within environment one community is there. Okay, or will there. That is called the monoclimax theory. Next we learn about the polyclimax theory. What is you can understand about the polyclimax. That means no only one community, there are other communities also present. Okay, this is known as the polyclimax theory. Okay, I just write down first, then I discuss about that. Okay, so this is the polyclimax theory. What is polyclimax theory? And this is developed by Tansley. And here he said that a mosaic of vegetational climaxes. Polyclimax means the formation of a mosaic of vegetational climaxes, not one type. Means not one type, mosaic of vegetational climaxes are formed. Okay, according to Tansley. Third one, the climax pattern hypothesis. According to Whittaker and others, he said that climax community presents a pattern of populations and that corresponds with and changes with the environment. That means he said that climax community, actually, this is the pattern of population and that corresponds with and changes with the environment. Okay, it is a pattern of population, and when the environment changes, then the some adaptive features develop within the individuals, or they slowly or gradually accustomed with the changing environment. This is the climax pattern of hypothesis that is stated by Whittaker and other scientists. Okay. The fourth one, this is the information process or information theory. This is the information theory, and here two kinds of succession. He said Odom is the scientist, and he stated that two kinds of succession process. One is the autotrophic succession process, another is the heterotrophic succession process. And in case of autotrophic succession process, the biomass and the energy level both increase. Okay, and in case of heterotrophic succession process, the energy decrease due to the respiration process. Okay. So this is actually the theory. This is the information theory, and this information theory stated by Odom. Okay, and he said the succession and the climax in terms of the ecosystem development. Okay, so for the development of the ecosystem, the succession process and the formation of the climax community is very important or very necessary. Okay, so these are the theories all about stated by the scientist. Now I discuss about this with you, and so this is the succession process theories. Okay. Now I will just discuss about the succession process, how this is possible in one kind of environment, and as an example. Okay, and you just follow the other examples or other environmental situation, what happened, the succession process. You can just read from the other books also, but here I discuss today I discuss about only one environmental situation, the succession process, how is possible. Okay. Okay, so this is the hydrocele. Hydrocele means aquatic environment. So I just discuss about the process of succession process in the aquatic environment. Okay, so this is known as the hydrocele. So first stage is the phytoplankton. Second stage is the submerged. Third one is the floating. Fourth one is the reed swamp. Fifth one sage meadow. Sixth one woodland. And the last one, this is the climax community, is forest. Okay. So in a pond, that is the bare area, and first the algal spores that reach there. Okay, and these are called the phytoplankton. Algal spores come there, they reproduce to produce the phytoplankton. This is very microscopic. Okay, so these are the pioneer. Why these are the pioneer? Because they occupy first, okay, in the bare pond area. So this is the first one, first series known as the pioneer. The second one is the submerged. What is the submerged? Submerged means here the few plants like the Vallisneria, okay, they totally grow in the pond bottom area. That is a muddy portion of the pond. Here the Vallisneria type of plants that generally grow in the bottom area, so they grow there after the phytoplankton community. The second one is the submerged community. Okay. Third one is the floating. Floating means, and here when the community's replacement occur, the pond totally changes in the form of land. Okay, you just know that the actually bare area pond with the changing of communities or with the changing replacement of the communities, pond area that changes to the forest area. Okay, so third one is the floating. Floating means here the few plants grow. They generally grow in the bottom pond bottom region, but they exposed to the air, surface water. So they are floating. Example is the Nelambu, and these floating plants grow here. Why? Because with the rainwater, the surrounding soil that come to the pond area, and what happened? The nutrition become increase in the pond region. Clear? So that's why the plant development, lower plant to the development of the higher plant, that we can see here. Okay. Next one is the fourth one, that is the reed swamp. Reed swamp is the marshy plant. Not fully they grow in water or not fully they grow in the land area. Marshy area, that means water present and also the soil that present, they grow there. Okay. Next one is the sage meadow. Sage meadow is the great quantities in that situation. The great quantities of the organic matter present in a pond. Okay, that's why this phase occurs. Okay, great quantities of the organic matter present in the pond, and that's why this phase is occurred. Okay, and here the plants mint or marigold, they like that bushy, not bushy, just a very little plant. They grow there. Generally, we see this type of plant like mint, marigold, etc. Okay. The sixth one is the woodland phase. Here, the plant of waterlogged soil. That means we see in that situation or in that phase, not only high developed plants, also that plants, they can survive within the waterlogged soil. Okay, they can survive. And the last one is the forest. This is the climax community, and where we can see the trees. Okay, so these are the phases how the replacement of the communities occur. We see here, and from the pioneer to climax community form in the hydrocity or the aquatic environment, I explained here. Like that xerocity is also present, or desert area, there are also community replacement is possible. So I just explained the succession process with the help of the aquatic environment, and if you need another examples, then you can see from books also. Okay, so this is the topic of succession, second part I complete here, and I explain about another topic in my next video. Okay, so you just subscribe my channel or share if this is very important to you. That means if you get the knowledges from my channel, so you can share it with your friends. Okay, and you obviously subscribe because I said before that I have no much time for uploading videos at proper time or every day. So if you subscribe my channel, then you will get the notification when I upload the videos about any topic. Okay, thank you.